Hey Grace Hill, good afternoon. I want to give you just a couple few updates as it relates to groups. But the first thing I want to do is I just want to say thank you to our group leaders and to our hosts. You guys have been amazing this year. We've been in such a difficult season of transition in many ways, and the few constants, should I say, over these past several months have been you, your leadership, and your willingness to open up your homes. And we just want to say thank you. You guys have loved us so well, and you have continued to further the mission of Grace Hill as our groups exist to be safe places to be known, like harbors that we can come into no matter what is happening. And week after week, you guys have done that. You've just created that place for us. And so we are so thankful for you guys. That leads me to the main point of this email, is to say we need new leaders. As we have been even in this season of transition, our groups have grown. We have grown past like 16, 18 to 20 different people in our groups. And that's amazing. But we would love to have an opportunity where we can pare that down a little bit so we can really continue to get after our stories and have those intersect with the Word of God. And so if you are interested in group leadership, I want to invite you to an interest meeting on Sunday, May 18th. The form that you'll see, the first one that you see, is going to be for that. It doesn't commit you to be a group leader. It just invites you to come in and be a part of this meeting on the 18th. So listen, I would love for you to do that. If you've been sitting under your group leaders who are amazing, you know what we're looking for, right? You know how this works. You know that we go through story and then we spend time in the Word of God and how those things interact with one another. And so you've been led in that way. And so I would just love to continue to explore that opportunity that God might have for you for the fall. And so again, please come Sunday, May 18th, fill out that form, and we would love to have some time with you that day. The other thing we need is, if you're not interested in group leadership at this point, you're just not there, is we also need people who are willing to open up their homes for these new leaders in these new groups. So some of our leaders want to lead, but they don't have spaces that are conducive to do that. So if you have a home that you are willing to open up, you can fill out that second form and just let us know. That it'll give you the frequency, whether that's every week or once a month, whatever that is, just let us know. That's just going to be super helpful with us as we plan for the fall and we look to expand our group offerings. Hey, and the last thing I want to say, and this is to the entire church, Grace Hill, we need every single person. And this is true all the time, not just in the season we're in. But Lord willing, we are constantly going to be in a season where we have the need to grow and expand. And that's the good news of the gospel going forward, and people feeling safe and coming in and calling Grace Hill Church their home family and wanting to be involved in groups. And that's going to mean that some of us may need to change groups. And what that means is it's really good. It means that we're growing and more people want to come and be a part of what God is doing and to come into these harbors of God's love and the love for one another. And so I want every one of us just to be open, be praying, be talking in your groups over these next few weeks as we near the summer break. Just if God's stirring in your heart that you would be open to being potentially in a new group next year or with a subset of new people as new groups come, that just opens up more space for new folks to come in and to enjoy what God is already doing here at Grace Hill. And so that's just an encouragement and a challenge I want to give to everyone. And so listen, we're not going to dictate and come in and say, hey, you're going here. But what we will expect is that we are all eager to maintain the unity of the Spirit of God as He's moving and calling people in. And so that might mean that something looks a little bit different next year with our groups. We've already had the covert group multiply this year. So Jackson and Hannah are leading in a group, and that group multiplied, and that's going so well. And we've just seen that happen every year. So Grace Hill, just want to encourage you in that way. I'm so excited about what God is doing, and I pray that you have been continually encouraged as you've been a part of this group ministry. Love you guys.